there have been times in my life where I've just kind of fallen a little bit into this period of not feeling so great or almost feeling like a depression at times. And it usually has to do with something about the seasons. Usually, at the end of the summer, I'm always a little down because I love the summertime. I love getting to see people and getting to do activities outside. And when it becomes like the school year again, it kind of means that, you know, winter is coming again and that I can't do as many things. And there's more activities that are ongoing that I don't have as much time to spend with people. Um, and other times as well in life. I think that any time that there's change, there can be some anxiety that comes with that, and that doesn't always feel good. And today, in our first reading, St. Paul is speaking or writing directly to the Thessalonians, and he says, concerning times and seasons, brothers and sisters, I don't need you to, nothing needs to be written to you. And because he's talking about when the day of the Lord will come. Meaning that, yeah, there's going to be some ups and downs before that, but you know in your hearts, you know that the truth is that he's coming soon. He's coming someday. And so we don't have to be so concerned about how today or yesterday, or we don't have to worry so much about those feelings. And not saying that they're not important, but that in the end we know that goodness is what reigns supreme, that Jesus conquers sin and death. And that's good news for me, and I think it's good news for all of us. Today we celebrate the feast of St. Teresa of Calcutta, or you might know her as Mother Teresa, and she was just well known for being such a person of service, and that's putting it lightly. She was so dedicated to the poor, and she went to Calcutta, India, to serve the poorest of the poor, and it's there that she established the Sisters of the Missionaries of Charity. And you may know or may not know that she had a secret life that was in prayer, that she felt very distant from the Lord, like that she had no consolation from the Lord for years and years and years. Yet every day she went about her work with a smile on her face. Every day she came to prayer ready to give everything to Jesus, even though she didn't feel like she received anything in return. There's going to be those days where we might not get the consolation that we desire in our prayer. There's going to be days when we just aren't feeling it. But like Mother Teresa, like so many of the saints, we have to trust in what we know is true, that in the end, good prevails over evil, that in the end, Jesus is the victor over everything. And even our momentary feelings and seasons of maybe feeling down, they're not the last word for us. Let's ask the Lord today that we might be ever strengthened by that word of hope, that we know that above all that he is the victor over all things. And we ask for the intercession today of St. Teresa of Calcutta to help us to always trust in Jesus, especially in those moments where we don't feel his grace, that we might serve others and serve God with all of our hearts.